welcome back. My name is Irse Moore, and I am sharing my journey with anxiety and depression. Today is a part 1 video for how I treated my anxiety with medication versus without. Part 1 is focusing on treating my anxiety without medication, so that's what I'll be going over. As usual, if it's a sunny day outside, I take advantage of that. I'm going to be outdoors today for part 1 of this video. I get to talk about the magic of no medication. Let's get to it. Looking back at it now, it was quite foolish of me not to take antidepressants at the time, but I did get something good out of it. I had to commit to a process of elimination and changes, a couple of which kind of sucked, but it was totally worth it. So I want to go to the park. I just didn't realize it's now 4 p.m. I'm still gonna go while there's daylight out. I'm just packing a quick little snack. It's gonna be strawberries, and I'm really liking these chocolate rice cakes. They're so bomb. And then combined with these strawberries. I could talk all day about food, so I'm just going to stop myself. I wanted to point out 2 things I had to do immediately were start making healthier choices with food and start exercising regularly. As hard as it was, results were rewarding. It's kind of chilly out here, but not bad. Oh! Some people are wearing masks and some people aren't. Guys say I always wear my mask when I leave the apartment, as hard as it is to breathe sometimes, because when you're prego, it's hard to breathe, okay? It's really hard to breathe. And then going upstairs, oof, that is quite the challenge. Shut up, crows! These are 7 things I did to either significantly reduce and or get rid of my anxiety. And I'll give you a breakdown of each one. Number 1, I quit coffee. Yes, I did. In my case, I didn't have a choice. I learned that I was caffeine intolerant. So I stuck to water. If I absolutely had to, I would enjoy a decaffeinated beverage. Number 2, I quit alcohol, and that was even harder for me than quitting coffee, but I had to do it. You know, when you absolutely have to do something for your health, you'd be surprised how well you can commit. That's it for the hard stuff. Moving on to number 3, I decided to take a walk every day, 10 to 15 minutes. That's nothing. That's all you got to do. Take a walk during your work break. Hit up a friend, relative, convince them to go for a walk with you. Number 4, I started packing a lunch and cooking my homemade meals. Combine that with vitamins, and believe me, not only did I notice a huge difference in the health of my gut, also in my mental health. Number 5, and pay attention. There are 2 breathing techniques, and you have to make sure you know which one you need to do. If you're hyperventilating, that means you're getting too much oxygen to your brain. Do not do deep breathing exercises. This will make it worse. Instead, sit down, try and find a quiet place, pull over if you're driving, sit down and just listen to your breathing. Listen to your heartbeat. And tell yourself, this is the rhythm of being alive. And it's gonna stay that way. You're not gonna die of a heart attack. You're gonna be just fine. Let the rhythm of your heartbeat and your breathing slow down on its own. Trust me, our bodies know when there's no real danger if you don't react to it. And just let it calm down by itself. Now, if you're about to black out, that means you're not getting enough oxygen to the brain. You're struggling to breathe, feels like you're breathing through a straw. Yes, this is when you want to do the deep breathing exercises. I have a breathing exercise that actually worked really well for me. It's a 10-minute one. I'll link it down in the description box, but check that out. It really did work wonders for me. Number 6, talk about your anxiety. I've mentioned this before. You'd be surprised how many people have it, how many people are willing to listen to you. And that ties in with number 7, actually, and that's to join a support group. There's a whole community out there that's waiting to share this experience with you. I have a link down below to get started. It's a very popular app that I actually use to find my support group. Oh my gosh, I wish I had that on camera, but I totally almost fell on my face as a couple walked by. I was distracted by how cute they looked and thinking, oh man, I have got to bring my husband, and I trip. There was a hole. And those are the 7 changes I made. And as a bonus, don't forget to laugh at yourself. Not everything in life has to be taken seriously. And laughing is one of the best medicines, I promise. I love going for these walks. They're so good for people with anxiety and depression. It's all about releasing those endorphins, which is scientifically proven to relieve stress and pain. And we're talking physical pain as well as the emotional pain. All right, it's about 5 p.m. I think. I need to run to, I think I'm going to go to Ross or Target, either one. I need to buy some comfy socks because the ones I have, had them for a couple years now, they're all crusty. So it's time for new socks, and I think I'm going to buy some stretchier underwear because my belly is growing a lot faster now. All right. I'll see you later. I want to briefly mention 3 things I always keep in mind. Number 1, no job, no occupation is ever worth my mental health. Number 2, if I overwhelm myself, I stick to 3 tasks a day. That's it. And I make sure to have a rest day where I don't have to get anything done. And number 3, I work on my sleep schedule, and that's the most important one, honestly. Oil diffuser, drinking 4 ounces of water before going to bed. Yeah, you have to get up in the middle of the night, but trust me, waking up refreshed is the real deal. And, worst case scenario, I count sheep. It really works. And just like that, beautiful sunny day is over. I hope that whatever I shared with you today has been insightful, and I hope this information was helpful. Stick around for part 2. Part 2 is focusing on the medication and how it was so good for me to get over that fear of taking medicine and just doing it and treating it a faster way. So yes, medication is the faster way to treat it. I will be talking about the pros and cons of that as well, and hopefully I can get that uploaded in a couple days from now, but we'll see. Thank you so much for listening to me yap. I always want to encourage everyone to keep a smile on their faces no matter what happens, and just try and stay positive.